Hi there guys again. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to work through with you how to apply a wrap. So I'm going to stick this clear one called Granada on a couple of my nails, and then my plan is to do some fine china as well on my nails as well. But I'm just going to show you one at the moment, which might be hard because it's a bit of a clear wrap and it's white, but this is a very tidy wrap. In order to size up your nails, what you want to do is, because it's a clear wrap, you can bend it and roll it, okay? So what you want to do is, say for example, I'm going to put them on, I'm just going to maybe put them on two of these nails here. So what you want to do is you want to hold it up to the side of your nail. Hopefully you can see that okay. Hold it up to the side of your nail and roll your hand over and just see how much gap you've got left. So I could put this one on. I'm probably going to end up with too much gap once I center it, but I can go the next size up for this finger. So what you want to do is lean it up against the side-ish, roll your finger, have a look. So that one is actually going to be perfect, because remember that this wrap is sitting above my finger. So by the time it's actually sitting close down on the nail, it will be ready. So third one back is my size. If I needed to trim it down, or if that one was going to be too small and need to go up a size, you can trim just the edges of your wrap off. And you can also trim it at the base, and that you can basically trim these wraps however you need to fit your nail. So it's okay to do. So once you've sized it, that's basically what you do. And I can show you later on one that I would take off. So what you want to do is, you've already prepped your nail, get the nail wipe, give it another little wipe of things. Now this is just going to be a simple, I'm just going to do a simple application of the 1, 2, 3 method, just as quickly as I can, because I don't want to waste anybody's time. So what you do is you make sure that all your hands are prepped, and watch my other prep video that I did. Sorry, grab my scissors. Now, you do not want to touch the underside of the wrap, because you would get oils on the adhesive end. So you just want to go very carefully, and you can put your finger, of course, on top of the wrap, and I've got the cuticle stick underneath holding it. So there's my wrap. And I've just got another cuticle stick here just to transfer it. So this curved end is the bit that's going to go at your cuticle, and this straight end that I've cut is going to be at my tip. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lie mine on cold, and to see if I've centered it right. So what I've done is I've laid it on there, and what I want to do is I want to look at it, I don't know if you can see that, like this. When I'm viewing it, and what I want to do is I sometimes use my cuticle stick just to push down ever so gently to see how far it's going to sort of touch at the side. So I haven't actually centered that very well. I don't know if you can see that. It's going to have more gap over here than here. Now you want to embrace the gap. You want to have a gap all around the nail, but because it's cold, it'll be easy to take off than if it was hot and I'd already heated the wrap up. So what I'm doing is just replacing it back onto the nail again, to see if I can just get it a bit better. So looking it back down at the nail like this, so if I push it down, I can sort of see a little bit where it's going to sit, and I'm happy with that. Okay, so it's not going to be perfect, there's going to be a gap, but that's okay, because the gap means that there you go, the gap means that it's not touching the sides of my skin, which means it's not going to bubble in thing. Now this is the 1, 2, 3 method. I have got my little Jamberry heater right here, but what you would use at home is you could use a GHD hair straightener, or you could use a toaster, or an element, or you could use something else. So what I'm going to do, that's my son Harvard in the background making noises. What I'm going to do is just put my nail in front of the heater just a little bit. And all I'm going to do is go from the cuticle to the tip down the middle. Oh, you can't. Oh, yes, you can. You cuticle to the tip down the middle. Now what I'm going to do is, hopefully you can see this, is I'm going to heat up this one side. Okay? And then cuticle straight down the middle. So that way, cuticle to the middle. If you guys can see that. Okay? So you're going for, so the cuticle, but in the middle, down the side, and then roll it over, and I do the other side. So this is the third step. So you're heating 3 times basically, and you want to go from at the cuticle, down the middle, down the side, and at the top, near it, closer to the tip, from the middle, down the side. Okay, Now, you might have also have a little rubber cuticle pusher at home, or you can use this little orange stick, but you can just easily go around the edge as well and just push down at the thing and at the tip as well. Just use the flat edge of your cuticle. There you go, and you just want to push it down. Now, the other thing that I add to it as well is a stretch method if you've got enough to grab. So what I do is at the tip, I grab it in the middle and just pull ever so slightly. Now, not hard, because if you drag the adhesive over your nail, then you can do damage to your actual nail. But all I'm doing is just very slightly, so taking this corner and pulling it in that direction, almost towards the middle, but on a diagonal very slightly, and grabbing this corner and going this way, pulling it ever so slightly this way. And that's just to help it adhere a little bit better. Now, what you don't want to do is go sweet and then file this straight away. Vinyl, when it heats and stuff like that, is very stretchy, and when it cools, it will shrink back so minusculely, but that's where you can get crinkles. So what you want to do is you just want to make sure that you've got any crinkles out, gone down the side. So the reason why we did 1, 2, 3 is for people with really curved nails, like where it goes whoop and it's super curved. So you've gone basically down the middle like this, and then you've gone down the side and down the other side, basically, to make sure that it's straightened all out. So then what we're going to do is, I sometimes trim this back if I need to, but I will go ahead and do my other nails on my hand and then go back and file it, okay? Now when you go back and file it, it's a lot cooler now, but I wouldn't usually do it straight away. When I file it, you go down at a 90-degree angle. So don't go up, you just go down, just down. So what you want to do is get a coarse file. This is really, really grainy coarse. And you put it up against your nail till you can feel it, and you just go down, down, down. Don't go up, because if you go up, you're pushing some of the filed vinyl or filed nail back up under the wrap, and your tips can lift a lot easier as well. And that's not what you want. If you use your nail tips a lot, like your work is really intense, you can file down at a 45-degree angle. It'll give you a very slight edge all the way at the front, which you'll be able to see the front of your nail on, but it will just mean that the wrap's back a bit and protect it. So all I've done is I've gone down at 45 degrees. If I felt like it was going to catch, or it had little bits on it, I'd get a thinner grain, like a softer grain file, and just do the same thing going around, just to file off any of those little coarse bits. So just go down, 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 and that's it. That's that nail wrap on, and that will stay there for, if I wanted it to. Mine lasts for about 10 to 12 days because I'm super rough on them, but depends if I get bored and I need to swap it out faster. Thank you. Hopefully that 1, 2, 3 method was easy for you.